So for the first exercise on how to lift, we're doing a sumo deadlift. Shout out to my boy Lane for giving me this idea. So shout out to you, bro. I'm about to teach you real quick how to do this properly. So we'll start out. All right, let's switch angles real quick so you get a better vision of like my whole body. So we're gonna start out approaching the bar, right? In the sumo deadlift, you want your toes pointed slightly outward, knee in line with your toes. So let me show you real quick. Just looking at you like this. Feet outside of hip width, okay? So a normal conventional deadlift, you're like this facing forward. With the sumo, outside of hip width, nice and wide stance. So you gotta also think about your flexibility, your mobility. You gotta make sure you get into the position with that wide stance, all right? Now we're going knees out, in line with your toes, nice and smooth, just like this. Approaching the bar, nice and center, toes out. I'm close to the bar, where the bar is in the center of my foot, okay? I like it really close to my shins, because the closer to your shins the bar is, the easier it is to lift off and keeping that bar path straight up and down, okay? So now I'm gonna approach the bar and straight down. I like to keep them about shoulder width apart. Nice strong grip. And here's when it gets a little sticky. Here's when form starts to collapse basically, okay? When you're doing any type of hinging movement, right? When your hips are hinging down, your upper body stays locked in place, okay? So right when I approach the bar, I'm gonna lock my shoulders in. My chest is up, my shoulders are depressed, so you push your shoulders down, and my lats are engaged, all right, the whole time. A lot of people will start like that, or they don't even start like that. If they do start like that, they instantly lose their posture and they start rounding their shoulders like that because the weight's too heavy. The weight's too heavy. That means lighten the weight. All right? So, locking the chest in, depressing the shoulders, arms down, feet nice and wide, toes pointing out. And now I'm hinging down. So butt back straight. Remember, butt back straight. Nice and slow, nice and level. Gripping the bar. Now this is when arguably the most important part comes in place. You brace your core, okay? Big deep breath into your diaphragm. Brace the core nice and tight. Then you're ready to lift. So here it goes, first rep. Lock in place, up, hips through, locked out, boom. Now, also, a big issue is your hips rising before your upper body, okay? So if your hips are rising before your upper body, that's a no-no, that's bad. It's all back movement from there. You're hitting your lumbar, your thoracic region. You're more likely gonna look like this, okay? Here's what not to do. Do not look like this. Ready? Starting out swell, right? It looks good. Nice, I'm in position, and then this is what happens. Boom, boom, and then you go up. And that's how you tear yourself up. Do not do that, okay? Remember, if you're losing composure, like in your core, if your shoulders are collapsing, if your hips are rising first, all bad. You gotta just dial it back, try again, take a break or something, you know, or just don't even do the exercise because it's not worth it, right? I'm gonna show you a couple more reps. Another cue to always think of is you're pushing the floor down, but you're also engaging your legs and your glutes, so your adductors are really engaged. Make sure you have that mobility, all right? Let's try it again. Hips, knees, locking the shoulders, boom. Down, nice and controlled. Straight up, hips through, boom. Hinge, back locked in, and back down. Ready, another one up, hips through, boom. Locked in. As you can see, my upper body down to my butt is at this angle, okay? My hips never rise, all right? Nice and smooth. I would say that's basically the gist of it. Not too much more to talk about. Let me know if you have any more exercises you want me to go over in detail like this. All right, real quick, I forgot one last thing, which I'm tired of seeing. It's kind of frustrating me because it looks like it hurts really bad if you really screw your stuff up doing it. Basically, when you're deadlifting, squatting, or getting any load from the floor up, pulling it at all, everyone, for some reason, they tend to do this. And they just like break their neck back. It looks like this when you're deadlifting, right? Looks like this. Start out right, and then you go like this. The weight starts to get a little bit heavy, you start to go, some shit like that. Don't do that, please. Keep the chin down. You want a straight line from the top of your head down to the lowest part of your spine, okay? You do not want to be doing all that. I see it so much, it's really bad, okay? The more straight that line is, the more optimal your lift's gonna be, okay? The more weight you're gonna be able to lift. So tuck that chin down, keep everything nice and tight. Remember, lats engaged, back straight. You'll be all set.